today I'm playing Daycare Story. So, first of all, I start by walking up to this crusty bus named Bus B, and I'm also in the front row, so that's nice. Now I wait for literally an eternity, aka 5 seconds, to let the game load. It's finally loading us into the game, and I need to get a head start. So I'm just like running and jumping up to the door because everybody else is slow. I literally put this in 5 times speed, but this is how long it took for Lily to get her butt over here and pick us up. She thinks she's so cool just teleporting out of the door, but she's really not cool. This is in 2 times speed. This is how much dialogue there is. And of course, I called her Goofy because she's freaking goofy. And then she says, come on in, let's go inside. And we have to wait like 10 more minutes before she actually lets us in. Of course, I'm better than everybody, and I'm the fastest kid in preschool, so I'm racing to get inside. This is me getting to the toy room before everybody else, and me like marking my territory because all these other kids are slow losers, and they can never be as good as me. Now I'm about to go on the slide, which I know it's pretty scary, but look at me. I absolutely nailed that. Girl boss! I decided to explore the upstairs, and so this is me going upstairs and seeing the room. So it's pretty preppy in here, and also there's this really adorable cat, which is definitely not staring at my soul. Me and this cat were vibing a lot, so I decided to dance with it, and it wasn't too happy about that. Here's Lily telling us that we seem hungry and that we're underfed, and she's just overall really not nice. So then I decided to run down, and I picked pizza because I love pizza, and I went at this table, but then I decided to go to this table instead. This super aesthetic preppy girl named Not My Alt came up to me and decided to sit with me, so that's just great. Obviously pizza won the vote because I always get what I want. We've been waiting for so long, and so I decided to chat something. I was going to talk about how skibbity this pizza is going to taste, but then Not My Alt decided to say my name, so I said yeah instead. Ben and Numbers, which I'm not going to say, he decided to be very busy and sit with us. We then got our pizza, which I saved because I wanted to prove Lily wrong when she said that we're hungry. I was finally able to talk about how skibbity the pizza is, and then Ben left us, and then he came back to us in a different seat, so I guess he did not like that seat. Now Roblox Queen decided to sit with us, and look at us, we're like the plastics. I'm Regina Ovs, Roblox Queen is Gretchen, and Not My Alt is definitely Karen because she's really stupid. Ben is definitely Katie. Not My Alt said what to super, so I said question mark. I mean, this just proves that she's as stupid as Karen. Then she said no, hashtag girl boss. Now we're just kind of silently sitting, like awkwardly, so yeah. Not My Alt, aka Karen, wants to sleep now, so that's nice. The power very preppily went out. I obviously had to say it's so preppy in here. She kept saying my name, so I said yes. She said Coem. So like a good citizen, I followed her, and she kept sitting on the chair on accident. This very preppy, skibbity, rizzy, mewing monster came outside of her house looking very hot. I mean, he literally has fire on him. And yeah, I turned up my brightness. So now we're very preppily running away from him. Yeah. I got up on this dresser, and not very far behind, Miss Not My Alt came up too. And so now we're in our little plastics group. I started dancing because this is a very dance-worthy moment right now, okay? Not My Alt proceeded to talk to me again, and then she said her tummy is rut, and then the demon chased us. I had no idea what to respond, so I just said okay, and we continued running. Lily finally decided to be useful, and she turned on the generator. I went back downstairs, and I found an America fish.
My pronouns are USA.
I'm sleeping next to the cat, and also Not My Alt decided to stalk me. There was a ton of lightning and thunder, so that's just great. I had to make sure everybody knew how preppy it was in here, so I just chatted it. Everybody was up except me and Ben, but Ben got up really quickly and I just got up after. Lily, of course, gave us her fake good morning. I made sure everybody knew that I needed a coffee, and Lily demanded that we go downstairs for breakfast. I was contemplating if I should go to the toy room, but then I ended up going to the cafeteria anyways. I mean, I needed to see my plastic besties. Not my all, aka Karen, came up to me. She randomly said no. I think she really loves that one Meghan Trainor song. I think she cussed at me, but Lily said we're having pancakes, so that's good. Raisu742 decided to get very excited about pancakes. Like, way too excited. I'm super happy for Not My All because she's finally said something else other than my name or no. So, I'm really happy for her character development. I decided to tell everybody that I was mewing and that it took me forever to find the mewing emoji. This is in 5 times speed. Yeah. I'm so proud of myself because I found the emojis, but I was super late to playtime, so I guess I'm not the fastest kid in preschool anymore. I finally got to play with my friends, but Lily was really creepily staring at us, and it made me kind of uncomfortable. I wonder what she's hiding behind that smirk of hers. Anyways, here's a close-up on my face for no reason. I pushed a kid named Blood off the slide, and it was really fun. Lily said she's gonna leave us for a little bit, but like, why would you leave the kids you're babysitting? I, of course, had to express my concern through the chat. I mean, she's literally getting paid because of us. I, of course, ran to tell her bad bye instead of goodbye because I absolutely hate her, but she already left. Then the lights started to flicker, like very preppy. Everybody was running around panicking. It was so funny. I'm so much smarter than everybody else, so I said it was probably the monster, and I was right! I had to make sure everybody knew it was the Skibbity monster. Then we got a cutscene of him committing arson. True baddie at work. I think he just killed himself. I literally looked like the "This Is Fine" meme. And then I got caught on fire, so that's great. I went upstairs because I didn't want to be burned to death. And then I had a great idea of using the fire extinguisher. I've been working too hard today, so I just danced instead of helping. I mean, I gave the idea, so surely I don't have to do it. I would rather dance the pain away. Raisu742 decided to actually have some sense. I had to make sure he knew that I was on the same page, so I said same bestie in the chat. I knew exactly where to go, so I just ran down to the vent because I was climbing up there earlier because I'm so good. I finally got some credit for all of my hard work. I didn't feel like helping because I already helped too many times before, so I just ate my pizza with my neck. This guy named XX, the cool Raptor XX, found a hammer, so I guess we're using that. We got in the vent, but it was very crusty, and so I had to go in first person. We had to do an obby, and obviously I was way too dumb to do this, so I was struggling quite a bit. Eventually, we all fell into this hole to rot. At least I have a fine stack of pancakes with me. Soon, we all realized we were gonna die here. Then, AJ Quarterback had the stupidest idea ever. We can't break out of a vent if we jump. But I did it anyway because that was our last hope. To my surprise, it wasn't useless, and it actually worked. So maybe AJ Quarterback can be one of the plastics. Actually, Regina and Katie are the only ones left of the plastics now because the other two just died. Ben told Lily about the monster, and then she tried to gaslight us. I had to express my concern in this, so I told Lily that she's gaslighting us. And then she said she's gonna take a nap. What? We all followed her because we're her minions. And then this was her nap. What? She's literally just standing there. That is not a nap. Anyway, we needed a new plan to escape, so I suggested that the back door is probably open. Just then, I realized how smart I was. But then I realized I wasn't because it was locked. XX the Cool Raptor XX decided that he could probably smash the glass with his hammer, which was actually a pretty good idea, but I don't like him, so I'm gonna still say he's dumb. I waited for an eternity for him to open the door with his hammer, and he finally did, without being there for some reason. But anyways, I ran out of the daycare, and I decided to slide. I think that's a concussion, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's fun. Then I was slipping on this giant soccer ball, but then I realized we should probably leave because it says escape the daycare. So I ran into the forest. I'm having my main character moment right now. The screen closed, and now we're all in the forest. And in my head, apparently. Sue742 said we should probably find some food, and I suggested that we could eat my leftover pancakes. I realized that to progress in the game, we need to grab the apples, but they're poisonous, so we can't eat them. So I warned the group about this, but they didn't seem to care. I said that we should grab them but not eat them because to progress in the game, we have to grab them. I grabbed the apples instead of anybody else because I'm just better, and so I gave everybody apples. And once again, I said not to eat them. Nobody cares though, because everybody ate the apples. They finally learned that my advice was right, and they all died. I said, oh my god, in the chat because I was the only one surviving. I finally realized that all my plastics are gone. I was talking to myself in the chat, and I'm pretty sure I went insane. So, I rage quit,